Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again. As you can see on the tailgate of the Frontier here, we have our shipment from Z1 Off-Road. Came in this morning, so we got a bunch of new goodies to put on the truck. But for this video, we're going to be focusing on this box right here. If you want to see the rest, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll do full installs for all the parts. And in the description of all the videos will be the link if you want to pick one up for yourself. So let's get at it. All right, so you may be wondering what this is. Now, everything they send out comes really well packaged. Not only does the box have the paper inside, but the actual parts are wrapped in the styrofoam paper here, or whatever you want to call it. And what this is exactly what you see here. Z1 Off-Road's brand new Molle panel for under, or in front, let's say, of your front driver's seat. So if you watched a previous video, we installed their seat risers for the front. And if you remember that video, they had two little holes on each side for future accessories. Well, this is one of those future accessories. So you can see you got two holes on this side and you got two holes on that side, which is where, now these bolts will not come with this panel. These actually come with the seat risers themselves. So if you order this and this package is not in there, don't freak out. If you have the seat risers, these would have come with that. So I recommend, and I said this in that video as well, put these bolts in the seat riser and then you won't lose them if you need them later on if you plan on getting this part. But like I said, you got 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will just bolt directly onto those. Should only take a couple of seconds. And now if you look at this thing, it's complete aluminum, so it's super light. Like I would say like under a pound. That's how light this thing is. You've got their logo right here, so everybody knows what you're ordering, what you're using. And then of course, you can bolt a bunch of stuff on here. You can either get the Molle nuts, you can use zap straps if you want. They've also got 4 nuts inserted in here as well. So it's an M6. If you get an M6 bolt, you can bolt something directly onto this thing without needing extra accessories and stuff like that, or clamps to bolt it onto the Molle panel itself. So they give you a ton of different options, and like I said, super simple to put on. So let's get in the truck and we'll see how she fits. And really the only tool you'll need for this, because these are hex bolts, you can see, I've got the little socket set here, but it is a T25. Fits perfectly. So again, that's all you'll need, or the Allen key of the same size, whichever works, but that's what I'm going to use for the install. All right, so moving to the inside of the truck, don't mind the floor, it's a little bit dirty, but one thing to note is you don't actually have to remove the seat again. I know these things are hidden a little bit underneath. You can see that block is under that side. If you come way down here, that block is under there. Of course, it looks like the plastic here and stuff is in the way, but you can see this kind of juts out a little bit before you get that angle. So when you put it in, this will be a little bit backwards for you guys, but you want to kind of tuck that side down like that, and then coming over to the passenger side of the front, and you kind of tuck it in there like so. Only thing you'll have to maybe mess around with a bit is if your blocks are not 100% straight. They're probably going to twist themselves straight once you put the little bolts in. But again, get that side in, get this side in. You kind of push it backwards, and then you can see once it'll be bolted down on there, it's flush almost exactly with the front of the seat. So now again, once you got that in place, grab your 4 little bolts, your ratchet or Allen key or whatever you're going to use to put these on. We'll get them in. I'm going to need both hands for that, so I won't film that part. But get them all started. Same as anything, start them all before you tighten them down. You don't want to strip anything or get something cockeyed. So get them all started. Crank them down. They don't have to be super tight. All right, so now that we got it all installed, I can let you know, my fault, not Z1's fault. I did actually have to loosen the one side of the seat because the block, instead of sitting straight like this, was turned a little bit towards the center console. So I had to loosen it up. If you're going to do this all in one go with the seat risers, it's a 15mm bolt is what you're looking for on the seat. And then a T50 Torx bit is what will actually bolt the spacer to the floor. And then your Molle panel can bolt straight onto that if you're doing it in one go. And another thing to keep in mind, a number 4 Allen wrench or Allen key, whatever you want to call it, is going to be needed, because for the far one there's a little bit of a hump here. I don't know if it'll really pick up in the video, but this goes up right here and the ratchet doesn't have enough room to get to the bolt and tighten it down. So Allen key it is. It worked just fine. You don't have to go crazy on these things. Just hand tight is enough. And as you can see, super solid now, ready to mount and add whatever you want onto your floor here. So there you have it, guys. It's all installed. And one thing to note, if you look at how precise this thing is cut out for the floor, all the way across, 100% accurate, all the bumps and curves of the floor, this thing is molded perfectly to match. So now you might be thinking, well, what am I going to keep down there? There's a bunch of stuff for myself. I think I could fit a small hatchet there. Just one less thing I have to put in the back of the truck when we're going out. You could do first aid kits, a little fire extinguisher, bear mace. Not so much up in Canada, but for the guys in the States, it's also an option. You could put some sort of firearm down there. As long as you got a way to mount it to the Molle panel, which I'm sure you guys can easily figure that out. It's just a place to put stuff where it's out of sight, out of mind. You might not need it all the time, but when you have it, you're not digging through stuff to find it. It would be right here in front of your legs. So there you have it, guys. Super simple install. As you can see, it fits awesome. It works good, and it's going to do exactly what it's meant to do without any hassle. And again, if my block I put in there earlier wasn't a little crooked, this is like a 5-minute project anywhere. You can do it in the parking lot if you wanted, as long as you got the tools. So again, I will put the link down below or in the comments or both of where you can pick this thing up, plus the seat risers if you want those. My opinion, do them both at the same time, because then you won't have the headache that I had of having to move the block around afterwards. But if you want one or the other, or one or both, you can't have just the Molle panel, but if you want them both, grab them both. If you're looking just for the seat risers, highly recommend it as well. And then as always, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, because we do have a couple more goodies over here that we're going to be installing in future videos, so you don't want to miss that. And as for this one, thanks for watching. Again, like and subscribe, leave a comment, share with your friends. Let me know what you think these are. There's one big one here and a little one in that box right there. So we're going to put that on again in another video. Let me know what you think it is. And then next week, you'll see if you're right or wrong. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we catch you in another video.